Yeah. So, okay.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. Happy Monday.
Hello, Mayor.
Hello.
Hello.
We got a few more minutes, so we'll get started at 7:30 because it looks like we may have a quorum. So 3 more minutes and then we'll go ahead and start.
Mayor, just want to let you know that we are live and we are recording.
Okay, thank you.
Basically.
Can I ask real quick, who is 708-600-5710? I just want to put a name so just a phone number isn't out there.
That's Trustee Jones. Thank you.
How about 312-671-4667?
Clerk McGruder, did you get me? Trustee Judy Abraham?
Sorry, I was looking your number up. Sorry. Trustee Abraham. Judy Abraham. We got you, Trustee.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, Kevin, you sound a little low. I don't know if there's any way for you to turn up your volume.
How do I sound now, Trustee?
It sounds better now.
You were competing with my fan.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay, I would like to call our regular board meeting to order at 7:31. I'm located in the Village Chambers along with our attorney, 2350 South 25th Avenue, and everyone else is located in a remote location. If you're near a flag, please stand for hold on. Mr. Clerk, can you please call for a roll call, please?
Yes, I can, Madam President. Trustee Jones? If you can hear me, Trustee Jones?
Present.
Thank you.
Present.
Thank you, sir. Trustee Horn?
Here.
Trustee Tierney?
Here.
Trustee Senior?
Here.
Trustee Abraham?
Here.
Trustee Miller?
Here.
Madam President, we have a quorum.
Thank
Will
you.
you please or acknowledge the flag for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance
Allegiance to
Allegiance
the
to
flag
the flag
to the United
of the
States
United States of America
and to the
and
republic
to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Can we all have a moment of silence, please? Okay, thank you. Item 2 is public comment. Please limit to 3 minutes. This is a disclaimer that we read during COVID-19 and our Zoom meetings. While the meeting is open to the public and public comments are welcomed, in light of the concerns related to the spread of coronavirus, COVID-19, the meeting will be streaming live online, and the village strongly encourages residents and participants to submit written comments to the village clerk prior to the meeting. At this time, we have received one written comment that the mayor has, and I would like for the mayor to read it to us.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. So this comment comes from Chris Murphy, and the comment is the amount of residents conducting illegal fireworks shows in the backyards, in some cases in the middle of the street on July 4th, was very disturbing. Also, I can hear fireworks to 2 or 3 in the morning. Is the village planning to address this? This reminds everyone more of living in the city versus a small town atmosphere. Thank you. So thank you for your comments. So I do want to reassure you that we do have an ordinance on file in the Village of Broadview under Chapter 12 named Fireworks. And that's Section 15-12-1, 15-12-2, and 15-12-3, prohibited sale of fireworks and public display. On Thursday, I did a robocall because we know across the country there's been excessive amounts of fireworks throughout the United States, not just in the Village of Broadview, but we do have rules in place. And in that robocall, I did ask if please know that our patrol officers are on the street and will respond to specific locations and issue citations if an offender is able to be located. So that gave the resident, those that may have the complaints or felt unease, to call the police if you saw the fireworks in the street or in the backyards. But when we talk about the magnitude of the fireworks that was being exhibited, I mean, we have to work together in some of these issues. So we rely heavily on our residents to notify the police department to give them specific locations so that they can address the issues and the concerns that you have. Now that 4th of July has long gone and past us, we do have policies in place, but also we ask the resident to be proactive in helping us keep our community safe. And I'm happy to report we didn't have any incidents, no fire, no police issues. And the other thing that I was very pleased to see is that even though we did have excessive amounts of fireworks taking place, that the village was clean. Those that did exhibit the fireworks show in their backyards on the streets, when we drove throughout the community the very next day, we didn't see any of the debris or the fireworks that many communities experience. So, and it's an unfortunate situation. There's some things that's out of our control, but if we all work together, we can all overcome these type of situations. So thank you for your comment. Mr. Clerk, that's all I have, and there's no one in the village chambers to ask a public comment at this time. Mr. Clerk, we can't hear you. You're on mute.
Sorry. Thank you. Item 3, communications. I just wanted to announce once again, if you have not yet taken the 2020 census, please visit www.2020census.gov. It's not too late. Self-response is still happening, and non-response follow-up will be coming up soon. The Census Bureau will be hiring employees or have hired employees to go out and door knock to all of the people that have not yet responded. But to avoid that, you can go to www.2020census.gov tonight or tomorrow and self-respond. As of today, sorry, I hear somebody needs to mute there. Mute.
Yeah, so it was a long day today for me.
Thank you. Okay, as of today, Broadview stands with their self-response at 69.3%, which is pretty decent when you compare to the states and also to the Proviso Township level. We're right in the middle of the pack of Proviso Township, but we can do better. We're expecting 80% real soon, so please visit 2020census.gov if you can. Have an announcement. This is from Mayor Thompson. We're going to host Community Unity Day. This will be Saturday, July 25th from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. right here at Village Hall, 2350 South 25th Avenue. Residents, come out and meet our public safety team in the police department, fire department, and public works department. Social distancing will be practiced. Masks are required. We ask that you walk or bike to Village Hall, and if you must drive, please park in the fire department parking lot or in the Mullins parking lot behind Village Hall. We will be visiting our departments, and we will be giving out PPE, masks, gloves, and hand sanitizer. There will also be one boys and one girls bike raffled off, so if kids are present, this is their chance to get a nice brand new bike. That concludes communications, Mayor, for this time. Next is item 4, consideration for the approval of following minutes. We have none. Item 5, consideration to approve expenditures. Grand total of all funds, $666,555.85.
Motion to approve.
Second.
I got a motion and a second. Was that motion by Trustee Tierney?
Yes.
Motion by Trustee Tierney, seconded by Trustee Miller. Madam President.
Thank you. Trustee Abraham, Finance Chairwoman of the Finance Committee, will you please read the warrant list?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello?
We can
Okay.
hear you.
All right. AT&T, $15,574.68. B&F Construction Code Services Incorporated, $2,525. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois, $167,648.12. Broadview Westchester Joint Water Agency, $216,245.58. Carmen Ortiz, $2,500. CDS Office Technologies, $3,380. Cook County Treasurer, $79,130.44. Commonwealth Edison, $3,743.89. Group Incorporated, $41,635.70. Delgado Law Group, LLC, $33,387.06. Edwin Hancock Engineering, $13,452.92. Fire Service Incorporated, $7,585. Geno's Heating and Plumbing Incorporated, $12,242. Grasso Graphics Incorporated, $5,170.91. Gregory Skipper, $2,500. Cook County Bureau of Technology, $2,840.06. Isaac Mobley, $2,500. Lincoln National Life Insurance, $7,599.95. Cupper North America LLC, $5,440. Montana and Welch LLC, $5,361.45. Regina Jackson, $2,500. Total expenditures over 2,500 is $632,962.76. Our total expenditures, $666,555.85 for a percentage of total of 95%. Our electronic payment vendor to Chase credit card payments reflecting as of May 25th, 2020 is in the amount of $5,179.70. And now to the funds. General fund, $280,940.40. Garbage fund, $43,382.89. Roosevelt Road TIF fund, $6,571.45. Capital projects fund, $94,923.36. Water and sewage fund, $240,737.75. Our grand total, $666,555.85. That is the end of my report, Madam Mayor.
Thank you, Trustee Abraham. Trustee Jones, you have any questions or comments? Trustee Jones?
I'm sorry, Madam President. I was on mute. I have no comment.
Okay, thank you. Trustee Horn?
Nothing.
Thank you. Trustee Senior?
No questions.
Trustee Tierney?
No questions.
Trustee Abraham?
No questions.
Trustee Miller?
The village newsletters that come out quarterly, for the amount that we're being billed, is that for them to design and print, or is that just for design?
No, that total amount is multiple things. It's not just the village newsletter. I think the village newsletter for the printing, we do our own in-house design and our own newsletter, but that covered different invoices for like the vehicles, not the vehicle stickers, the lawn stickers and some other things that build up.
Well, those separately. So I saw lawn stickers, I saw a couple other things, but literally it said summer 2020 newsletter.
Yeah, they do the printing for us.
Okay, so we don't print, we design internally, but we still have them printed?
That's correct.
Okay, so I thought we were gonna eliminate most of the printing. How many do they print for us for $2,000?
They print 500 copies.
Okay, okay. And then there was another one. Hold on one second. Gotta toggle back to my iPad. There's an invoice for crap. Hang on it. I'll send y'all an email about it.
Okay, that's it?
Yes, that's it.
Okay, Mr. Clerk, can we get a roll call, please?
Yes, we can, Madam President. Trustee Jones,
Aye.
Trustee Horn,
Yes.
Trustee Tierney,
Yes.
Trustee Senior,
Yes.
Trustee Abraham,
Yes.
and Trustee Miller.
Yes.
Madam President, unanimous 6-0 to pay the bills. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Next item is 6, old business. Item A resolution authorizing and approving Amendment Number 1 to the license to utilize the village rights of way for the construction, operation, and maintenance of a certain telecommunications system between the Village of Broadview and Level 3 Communications, LLC, for the Village of Broadview, County of Cook, State of Illinois.
Motion to approve.
Second.
It's been properly motioned by Trustee Abraham, seconded by Trustee Senior, correct? Madam President?
Thank you. Director Ames, you want to tell us about this village right of way for construction?
Yeah, good evening. Good evening, Mayor, Board of Trustees, and everyone else on this Zoom call. Back in 2000, actually June 1st of 2000, the village entered into a right-of-way license with Williams Communication, who is now level 3 communications. And basically, they've got conduit that runs underground, and they provide telecommunications through that conduit, easement access. And this agreement just extends that another 20 years. I believe Tiffany Jaworski with Delgado have before you guys a version that allows for 20 years renewal, but I believe every 5 years it's automatic, or every five, whatever the verbiage is. It's a 20-year renewal, but it is reviewed every 5 years, so that we don't necessarily lock our successors into a long-term agreement that may be adjusted because of local conditions. For instance, with us, we wanted to make sure that they understood that the village's new amended ordinance does not allow for directional or horizontal boring and all of those type of things. But it makes sense to go ahead and extend the 20-year lease agreement, but to review it every 5 years, for any current condition updates. But that's what it is, Mayor.
Okay, thank you. Trustee Jones?
Hello.
Okay, so I think Director Haynes. Hello.
Alrighty then.
Hello.
Yes, Trustee Jones, we can hear you.
Somebody else was talking. So I'm guessing Director Haynes answered the majority of what I was going to be talking about or questioning on this particular ordinance. So I guess my question then becomes for the attorney. At the end of this 5 years, under the review process, the village does have an opt-out or an ability to get out of the contract as it is. It's not an automatic renewal.
It's an automatic, and I'll read directly, Trustee. The term shall automatically extend for 3 additional terms of 5 years, after which time it shall expire, and the party shall endeavor to enter into an additional renewal or license, unless notice of its termination to not renew the license is provided at least 30 days before the start of the next renewal term, which allows us, the next sentence, to renegotiate or renew this license as it ends. So it is not necessarily a 20-year contract. We can come back and renew the term for 5 years each with renewal periods therein.
Okay, no, that answers the question.
That concludes your question.
That's all I got.
Okay, Trustee Horn?
I have no questions.
Thank you. Trustee Tierney?
No questions.
Trustee Senior?
No questions.
Trustee Abraham?
No questions.
Trustee Miller?
Is there a financial impact on the village for this?
No, outside of the permit fees, the impact was realized at the initial application fee back in 2000 when the village was paid $15 per linear feet for a system of 2,889 linear feet for a total of 44,000. That's what the village received. And the license reimbursements for any engineering that the village had to incur because of it. And what I did, I specifically asked the attorney whether or not, again, we could realize some type of application fee, and she was adamant about the fact that we could not, because the village had realized that. However, if in fact, per the maintenance agreement, if there's any maintenance to their facility that needs to happen, they need to pull a permit. Obviously, they need to pay for the costs associated with the permit. And I believe Commissioner Upshaw was reviewing at least the cost that was associated with those entities, such as Level 3, Comcast, ComEd, and NICOR, because they do have vendors that come in that must service the easements from time to time, or should I say the infrastructure from time to time through our easement. So.
Okay, and then back to Trustee Jones' question, same thing to the attorney. So even at 5 years, would it ever come back to the board within the 20 years outside of us saying, no, we want to cancel the contract? Or is it the auto renew is just there because we don't bring it up again?
Yes, well, the auto renew is there, but we have the ability to renegotiate, and we don't have favorable terms, or we don't come to a meeting of the minds on those terms, we would terminate.
Okay.
So that, to just draw an analogy, it's like CPI. You know how contracts go up by CPI or a 3% increase over that point in time? Same model, same thought model.
Okay.
Thanks, trustee.
Mr. Clerk, can we get a roll call, please?
Yes, you can, Madam President. Trustee Jones,
Aye.
Trustee Horn,
Yes.
Trustee Tierney,
Yes.
Trustee Senior,
Yes.
Trustee Abraham,
Yes.
and Trustee Miller.
Yes.
Thank you all. Mayor, this passes 6-0. Thank you. Item 7, new business. Item A motion to authorize the Board of Fire and Police Commissioners to proceed with hiring 2 firefighters to fill the vacancies left by the retirement of James Cannon and the promotion of Mike Akaza to the rank of captain for the Village of Broadview, State of Illinois, Village of Broadview, County of Cook, State of Illinois Fire Department.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Okay, I heard Trustee Tierney make the motion, and I think I heard Trustee Abraham make the second. Madam President?
Yes.
Thank you. Chief Kenny, would you like to tell us about the new hires?
Yes, so the new hires that we're putting on, we have not had an active list. And for those who don't know, you test to become part of the fire department. In the past, and in the past 2 weeks ago, we actually had a test. They're finalizing some things and we'll have an active list come Monday. So we are currently short 3 from our list expiring before. Now we are looking for 2 more. So we'll be doing a mass hire if these 2 are approved. And then you'll see in the next one, if I can explain that now, or do you want me to wait until the next?
No, wait till we get to
Okay.
the next one.
You bet. So it'll be relative to that, but yes, that's what we're looking for.
Okay. Okay, Trustee Jones?
Aye.
No,
No, I have no
question?
comment.
Okay, Trustee
No.
Horn?
No questions.
Trustee Tierney?
No questions.
Trustee Senior?
Trustee Senior?
I'm sorry, I was on mute. No questions.
Okay.
Trustee Abraham?
No questions.
Trustee Miller?
So just for clarity, we're moving to hire 2, not 5, right?
We actually, our list, we're short 3, a total of 5. We're short 3 right now because the previous list expired and we went through the whole thing. So we had to retest again. And during that time of retesting, we were also 1 retired and 1 was promoted. So it's a total of 5, but the 3 were already approved, I would say 4 months ago.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm. That's it, Trustee Miller?
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Clerk, can we get a roll call, please?
Yes, you can, Madam President. Trustee Jones,
Aye.
Trustee Horn,
Yes.
Trustee Tierney,
Yes.
Trustee Senior,
Yes.
Trustee Abraham,
Yes.
Trustee Miller.
Yes.
All right, this carries 6-0, Madam President. Thank you all. Next item, B, a motion to authorize the Board of Fire and Police Commissioners to proceed with the promotion of firefighter Mike Scafidi to the position of inspector for the fire department of the Village of Broadview, State of Illinois.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Second.
Been properly motioned by Trustee Senior, seconded by, did I hear Trustee Jones?
Tierney.
I'm sorry, seconded by Trustee Tierney. Madam President?
Thank you, Chief. It's on you again.
Great. So it's Martin Scafidi, and I wanted to let you guys know that for the past 2 years, Martin had showed an interest, and he's been mentored by Mike Nakaza, who was the previous inspector. So in the past 2 years, he has attended all required classes and been mentored actively for the past year. He's attended all meetings with Mike, so he's very prepared to do the job. And it's very hard to find an inspector and one so young and so interested in the position. So I would hope that this vote goes through. It would be great.
Thank you. Okay, Trustee Jones,
I have no comment.
Trustee Horn,
Uh-oh, can't hear you.
Trustee Horn,
Is it just me?
can you hear us?
I can hear you now. Was it just me? Because everything just froze.
Maybe it was just you. You have any questions or comments?
No, I don't.
Okay. Trustee Senior,
No comments.
Trustee Tierney,
No comment.
Trustee Abraham,
None.
Trustee Miller,
No questions.
Mr. Clerk, can we get a roll call, please?
Yes, we can, Madam President. Trustee Jones,
Yes.
Trustee Horn,
Yes.
Trustee Tierney,
Yes.
Trustee Senior,
Yes.
Trustee Abraham,
Yes.
and Trustee Miller.
Yeah.
All right, thank you all. This carries 6-0. Next item is item C, an ordinance recognizing and establishing Juneteenth as a paid holiday in the Village of Broadview, County of Cook, State of Illinois.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Properly motion by Trustee Miller, seconded by Trustee Abraham. Madam President,
No, second by me,
second by Trustee Senior.
Senior.
My apologies.
All right, you beat me to it.
Madam President?
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. And I had been talking about this for the last couple of meetings as it relates to Juneteenth, and I think it's important for our community to be a part of what Juneteenth really is in a celebration and giving the employees some time out to reflect on what they mean while they get educated on the process. So I wanted to do something as it relates to something village-wide that we can start going forward to as we are still in some civil unrest, educating people on what Juneteenth really is and just getting familiar with the history of the Black culture and African-American history. So that's the purpose of this, is for us to take some time out on this day to reflect like we do all the other holidays, to move forward and be proactive in celebrating Juneteenth annually in the Village of Broadview. So Trustee Jones?
Please skip me for right now, please.
Trustee Horn?
Yes, I just have one question. I think this is a great idea, but I was wondering, the verbiage within the ordinance reflects that the fire department and the police department are excluded. And considering they're represented by a union, should we also be considering that they should be paid time and a half?
That's something that can be considered if that's what the board wanted to amend that, but they have to also be able to, their jobs require them to work 24 hours. So even it's like, so they have to be here to work their regular schedule and then those that off. So yeah, it's got something to do with the union as it relates to the union contracts and the negotiations that we have with them. So that would be something that we would have to negotiate into that.
Okay, so maybe for you or for the attorneys, I mean, is there language currently within their contract that reflects that they have to also be considered for holidays? Are we exposing ourselves to any type of risk considering that they're being excluded?
No, because that would all be in negotiations when negotiations came for fire and police. That would be a part of their negotiation.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Trustee Jones?
Oh, I have nothing there.
Okay, Trustee Senior?
No questions.
Trustee Tierney?
No, I had the same question, Trustee Horn.
Okay, Trustee Abraham? Okay.
No questions.
Trustee Miller?
So I don't have any questions, but I do have a comment. Since today is not an Illinois certified holiday just yet. I would like the verbiage kind of to read that we do need to have something within the village on that day so that it's just not a laxy daisy day. I would like all hands on deck to say, yeah, you have the day off. You don't have to do village related paperwork. However, you still need to be a part of the festivities if there's something going on that day.
Okay, noted. Okay.
Thank you. That's it.
That makes sense. Okay. Mr. Clerk, can we get a roll call with adding some language into like a service day? Correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Roll call. Trustee Jones.
Aye.
I like
Trustee
that.
Horn.
Yes.
Trustee Tierney.
Yes.
Trustee Senior.
Yes.
Trustee Abraham.
Yes.
Trustee Miller.
Yes.
And Madam President, this carries 6-0. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, moving on to item 9, application for the authority to expend
Thank
funds.
you.
We have none. Item 10, village clerk. I don't have much on the report. I did want to say that I was involved heavily over the past month and a half with the PPE and census bus tour, which covered 8 different tour dates, tour times, and we were very successful in getting census takers and residents registered and bringing to the tune of over $4 million to Proviso Township.
Nice.
And that represents a specific number of people that we were able to count. And I'll have those final numbers for the mayor to distribute to everyone. So we were very proud of the success of this tour. We look to do more because this goes through October now. And we will be doing anything and everything for the Proviso Township and the village of Broadview to get those numbers up as high as possible. That will conclude my report for the evening, Madam President, which brings us to item 11, Village President, Mayor Katrina Thompson.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Clerk, and good evening, everyone. I do want to, Pat Williams, who served in the village of Broadview for 26 years, retired last week. So she served as the village clerk, she served in the water collector, and also as the police chief administrative assistant. So we want to wish her some well wishes in her retirement and happy retirement. On tomorrow, Justice Troop will have a peaceful protest starting right here in the village of Broadview and marching to the village of Bellwood. And the reason why I'm getting behind these young people is because they actually have a platform to make change happen. So tomorrow, they're asking everyone to not shop in the stores to promote economics in the Black community. So if you can withhold shopping for Economic Blackout Day tomorrow, that would be appreciated. And if you want to come out and join the protest with them, we're going to start here at 12 o'clock in the village of Broadview and end in the village of Bellwood. So even if you can't walk, just come and show support. These young people are from all part of the township. So Broadview, Bellwood, Maywood, Forest Park, Hillside, Berkeley, they from all over, and they really need our support as leaders. So if you can come out and show some support, I think that would make them happy. Also, the clerk had mentioned Community Day, and I thought it was important for us to put something together where we have not been visible as a community at large because of COVID-19. And now that we do have some flexibility where we can still practice social distancing, still wear face masks, hand sanitize, and put some good practices in place, I thought it was important for the community to come out and meet the police, fire, and public works department. And the reason why I think that I received an email from a resident that when we had the last protest, she lost her driver's license. And the police officer actually took her license to her home. And she had stated that she didn't know the officer, and she'd been in the community for over 30 years, but we have a lot of new officers. So just to engage with that. So we've worked with all of the department heads to make this happen for the village of Broadview. So I hope that the community can come out, as well as the elected officials to come out that day as well. And finally, I want to just talk about operations and how interference take place in day-to-day operations. So a couple of weeks ago, I received a text message from the Park District Executive Director talking about a business license from a local business. And so when we pride ourselves on integrity and being transparent with everyone in all businesses that we hold in the village of Broadview. And I just thought it was kind of ironic that the park director would interfere, to say that we wasn't transparent with the village and we were trying to withhold a business license from this particular business. And that's furthest from the truth. And that's how rumors get escalated and get out of control really fast when you have businesses, literally the business employees were saying the right hand don't know what the left hand doing. So, I'm just asking the elected officials and the appointed officials to, Trustee Horn said it best, stay in your lane, run your own race. We can't get caught up on getting one conversation from this person because you know a person. So I felt that was kind of out of order and unethical behavior as it relates to that. We've had some integrity issues in the past where people accuse the village of Broadview of briberies and all those type of things. But when you actually have a business tell you the right hand don't know what the left hand doing and we're doing our jobs and we being transparent and we being upfront, that's problematic for me because I pride all of us, and I'm talking about the board of trustees, I pride all of us to serve with integrity at all times and to protect the interests of the village at all times. And sometimes that conversation, you may have a little bit insight on some things, but come find out the information before we start yielding what that is. So we end up having a meeting with this particular business. And I want to read the letter that I received from the president of SBC Waste. She says, "Good evening, Mayor Thompson and Mr. Upshaw. Thank you for your time today. Your professionalism and guidance to help SBC with Broadview compliance process was most appreciated. Mayor Thompson, your entire team helped write out our self-made storm and gave us a great clarity going forward. I just want to apologize again for our errors. Clearly, the previous owners misled us, but I take full responsibility. SBC absolutely respects what is needed to be good business partners in Broadview. We are laser focused on making this right. SBC looks forward to participating in the village events and supporting all local community. Please know how eager we are to put this behind us and beginning our positive relationship going forward." So this came after a meeting that the company had with the department heads as it relates to not being in compliance. They didn't have a business license to operate. So yes, we did shut them down. You must have a business license to operate in the village of Broadview. And it's not something we made up. This is what we have as best practices in the village. There were some other things that they had to, put up an escrow account to be accountable for, to make sure that they follow through on the requirements to operate that business. So I have to give Ms. Conley, who's the president of SBC Waste, kudos for, taking her time out of her day to write a letter to say, we were wrong. And we appreciate you all bringing us back to the table to make it right, to explain in the process. But in this process, we got called reverse racism. The right hand don't know what the left hand is doing. And it was just pretty pathetic on what had taken place. And for the park director to engage a text message with me to say, the building department is trying to shut down the business, open up the park first. Do that. We can take care of the village. We know what we're doing. The right hand know what the left hand is doing. We pride ourselves on integrity and transparency. And we said that from day one when we first got sworn into the oath of office, that we would be transparent, we would be upfront, and we would be professional. So I just wanted to just make that real clear that, we don't do unethical things in this administration. We move forward and we do good work, and we work really hard with all of our partners as it relates to residents, commercial business partners, or industrial partners. We are a small village and we love being a small village, but we pride ourselves on transparency and accountability. So with that being said, I want to say thank you all for joining us tonight. Good night. God bless you. And I'll take a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Properly motioned by Trustee Horn, seconded by Trustee Tierney to adjourn this meeting. We'll do a roll call for adjournment. Trustee Jones. Trustee Jones is out of the building. Trustee Horn.
Yes.
Trustee Tierney.
Yes.
Trustee Senior.
Yes.
Trustee Abraham.
You're on mute, Trustee Abraham.
We're adjourned.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. And trustee Miller.
Yes.
And Madam President, it carries 5-0 to adjourn the meeting at 8:11 p.m. Thank you all. Have a great
Thank you all. Have a good night.
Have a good night.
Thank you. Good night.
Have a good night.